Take one, Joshua Tamos.
Oh yeah. You can look at the
camera. Oh, I didn't know where I was. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I realized
I apologize.
that.
Do you want me to do those again?
Okay. Is there a certain way that either of you deal with hecklers?
I've loved improv my entire life, probably from watching Whose Line Is It Anyway when I was a kid. I used to have a little tape recorder that was just audio, kind of like the Home Alone Walkman or Talk Boy, I think it was called. And I would force my friends as a child to do short form improv games from Whose Line with me. And I was just like, 10 to 12 years old.
I have been doing theater my whole life, and I was in marching band, I was in choir, I was in, regular plays, musicals, everything, and then I kind of gravitated towards improv more recently. So that's a newer thing in my life, but I've definitely been performing for my whole life.
That card. There's a sample one I had her write. We're going to try that now. My favorite food when I was a kid was...
I was in a theater group in college, and the theater group had another group within it that was like, we have these meetings and then we play fun improv games. And then another group broke off of that and formed an improv team, and then I was on that in college for like 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me 10 years to get my college degree.
About who our captain would be. But House Party's finally entering the tournament. Give it up for Dan Grimm!
My background in show business, I was a performer for about 8 years at SeaWorld. Did a lot of different productions. I was in so many things at SeaWorld. I did a lot of high school productions. I went to college for only a year for theater and did stuff there. And then I recently, in October, got into the Overtime Theater, into improv and stuff, so.
Find in deep, deep Africa. And it has nothing to do with their race or anything. But, yeah, we see them.
That's it. That line has nothing to do.
All right, everyone. So here we are in deep, deep Africa. Oh, it looks like we got some freaks here.
To make an improv show, it takes a lot of preparation because it takes great effort for something to look effortless.
I will tell people that I do improv, and I'll say like, I'm going to an improv rehearsal, and they're like, doesn't that defeat the whole purpose because you're making it up? Which is really funny because I think improv takes more preparation than any other, thing I've been a part of. Like when I was in marching band, right, there would be hours and hours of learning one song. And you would be, prepping your move from this part of the field to this part of the field, and you have your music in front of you, and you run it again, and you run it again, and you run it again, but you still have a roadmap. Whereas in improv, instead of learning to memorize one thing or learning how to, deliver this line, you are learning how to kind of become the roadmap. I don't know, that's kind of corny, but you are learning those fundamental skills, and it takes so much more preparation because I think like with plays, you've got a 3-week run, right? Or however many weeks you have, and you have like 2 months to prep for that, but there's like an end goal. Whereas in improv, it's a continuous cycle of preparation and improvement and learning.
What does it take to put on an improv show? You need a team of people that are willing to make everything up and, have no script. And then you need a venue. And then you need to advertise. And I'll say that is the thing that happens the least. People want every other aspect of performing and putting on a show except doing the work to make sure butts are in those seats beyond your friends and family.
So much for coming out to support a night of long form. This is amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause.
when COVID hit, I saw a bunch of people doing Zoom improv on Zoom. And I never did it because I think improv needs an audience. You need to feed off of those laughs, feed off of those crowds.
There's a sense of communion in front of a live audience, right? You can do something and feel them laugh or recoil or gasp, and they get things out of a live performance, and then take that away and try to explain it to friends, and it doesn't translate. It's like, it is truly a communal energy and experience.
I feel like it's so important to like have the human interaction and be able to like see people's faces and like their reaction to what's going on, and it just brings more life than just watching a movie.
Please give it up for Cottage Soiree.
An end goal? No, I think that's kind of the point of it, though, is that there isn't an end goal, but also like
People that are good at it because they're working at it constantly. And with any skill, you work on skills and they hone and they become habits, and you're able to move away from working on those and work on another set of things. But every once in a while, you got to pull these back into focus and sharpen them again.
Don't you be judging us, we're family.
The end goal is everything else in entertainment. I have put in my 10,000 hours in improv, and I have become a better actor for it. I've become a better writer for it. I've become a better director for it. Because when you're an improviser, you're being a writer, a director, an actor, an editor, all at the same time, every time you're performing. And you're sharpening all those skills so that when you are just acting and you have a script, and then the director says, hey, can you throw something at the end? Yeah, goddamn right I can. I can throw a million things at the end. How many takes are you gonna give me?
I would say I don't want to get comfortable with what I'm doing, like at all. I want to be uncomfortable and try new things and fail and not be scared to fail, and because that's how you learn. Like
Failure is very much part of this process.
a lot of it. Yeah.